Am I on? Oh, perfect. All right. So, good morning, everybody. What better way to start the morning by getting a little dizzy in this game? If you get vertigo easily, try to watch, but try not to get sick. It was Gravity Rush Remastered. If you own a Vita, you would most likely know of this game. It's a pretty popular game. It's a very unique game that utilizes the gyro controls. I don't use gyro controls. It's a bit hard to use, but I'm Rain BT, and I have my couch.
Hi, my name is Singing Muffin. I've been running this game for over like 4 or 5 years now. This game is very special to me. It has a lot of neat tricks and a lot of history behind it, so I'm happy to dig into it. And I'm also happy to be on an event like this. It's always good to support a really, really good cause, and considering the subject matter has affected me personally, I'm very happy that we're able to support this type of stuff. I'm ready to spin everyone around in this crazy game.
Yep. I believe this is his first GDQ appearance for this game. It was on ESA before, but this is definitely
Definitely a first.
Yep. So let's get a countdown going. 3, 2, 1, go. So this game is about a cat who is amnesiac. She fell from the sky for seemingly no reason into Hexville. And it's essentially a zero to hero story. We basically join her on the story about figuring her powers out, which is all gravity powers. I specifically challenged the chat for donations to make gravity puns, as many as you can, as the bigger the grimace, the better.
Bring it on, Chad. I'm a fan of the puns.
Bring it.
There's a section that's... Chateau, okay. There's going to be a section later on. There's like 12 minutes, so we're going to save all donations for there if we can, where we're just going to go pun crazy.
Yeah, so right now we're just setting up our menu settings. Some runners like to have a little bit of gyro so they can turn a little bit quicker, as you might expect. But other runners just want to turn it off and want to use full camera controls, like now. So right now we're getting introduced to a problem. Oh God, I gotta wake up.
I gotta wake up too. It's really early.
Essentially, we're meeting our little dude, our mysterious man who's leading us through the sewers and saying like, "Hey, girl, come help us. Something crazy is happening upstairs."
Please.
You going?
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little collision thing. You actually do it like at multiple spots in the run. In this tutorial section where we're just walking, we could force her to run. It saves overall like 6 seconds. It's super finicky. It's just hard to get. If you notice the language is pretty unique. It has like a mix of Japanese and French, and there was like a third language. I don't even know what it was.
Yeah. Here we go.
Makadu.
All right.
So essentially, we're in the middle of a gravity storm, which is this giant, that circular red thing, and they're like, "Hey, who are you? Like, hey, come save us." And she's like, "I don't have superpowers." And then suddenly, Dusty shows up, which is a cat. And the naming in this game is pretty simple, because the character we play is named Cat, because Dusty is a cat. And we're going to meet a character named Raven, guess her animal. I think it's...
Raven.
Yeah. I think the Raven's name is like she or something.
Yeah.
But this is essentially just a tutorial section, just kind of forcing us to use our gravity powers, which is great because the gravity powers is pretty confusing at first.
Yeah, so I'll just explain it real quick. Essentially, you're able to go up in the air with R1 and fall whichever way you want to go. Straight up, straight down, left, right, wherever you want to go. You can also cancel that momentum with L1. And L1 is just a true sense cancel button. It cancels whatever action you're doing the moment you hit the button, which becomes pretty important for movement, combat, anything else you want to do in this game. If you're trying to do it with a little bit of finesse. Cat will automatically land on whatever platform she's floating towards, be it on a wall or a ceiling or anything like that. And she has just the world around her to go anywhere.
So what happened here is we actually saved the kid, and then we managed to save the guy's house also. But since the house was like on the side, it did fall. So they blamed us for being homeless now, when we don't even have any memories, and we're also homeless. So she's not having a day, and now Dusty is like running away from us. And then we'll be introduced to our first movement tech that we won't ever use until like an hour later.
Yeah.
Which is
so a lot of the game telling you to go fast is saying you should use a thing called fastball. Fastball is where you hold X as you're activating gravity, and essentially she will fastball towards anything she's going towards. It's good now because we can't kick, and kicking becomes incredibly important later on for literally everything you do in this game. For now, we can just bully people.
Yeah, it's a super unique game. Her gravity powers actually affect everything around her. So we can actually like throw people off the side. They don't die, they just fall into an endless abyss. So they should be fine.
Yeah. And here's the first trick of the game. It's called, we just basically skip a Nevi. These little things are called Nevis. They're the enemies of the game. They come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Right now, he's doing a thing called Grav Kick, which basically gravity itself has a hitbox itself. So if you're able to activate gravity as you kick, you can instantly kill whatever is in front of you. And now we have the fun thing. We got kicking. He's gonna kill these enemies in a specific order and line up a kick so he can skip a tech spot.
Yeah,
he kills that in the cutscene. Yeah.
I think it's like 20 seconds or something like that.
It's wild. It's like, you can kick now, and you're like, oh.
It's just a waypoint, and then we have to do gravity pumping here, which is another movement tech, because we don't actually have enough gauge to make it to the end.
Yeah. And the thing on the top right with the blue circular is how much gauge and how much you're allowed to be in the air. Cat maintains momentum when she kicks or falls or anything like that. So in order to really just squeeze out as far as we can go in terms of flying around, we do gravity pumping, which has different properties as we keep going in the game. But I have to explain debts. As we all know, Kat is homeless. She has no memory. She's also incredibly poor. So what does she do? She gets in loans. She gets in debt. She gets in a little bit of trouble. So in order to get our superpowers, usually you get these in later like sections of the game, but we're going to try to get all of them right now. I'll explain how it works later, but right now I'm just going to pray. Good luck, Rain.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right, we got the important ones.
Oh, please.
Okay.
I take it. Yo, I take it. I'll take it.
That one's not that important. We can always get that later.
Yeah.
The first two are incredibly important for the early game.
Yeah. So essentially, what we did was we just tricked the game and said you can upgrade to a point, and then on the frame you can switch to a different thing that you can upgrade, and that works left and right on the upgrade menu. So right now we just got all of our specials super early into the game, which makes some of these fights a lot faster. Usually you have to fly up and help the old woman, but we can just send a couple rocks her way, kill the Nevi, and take her chair for us. I think she gives us the chair.
Yeah, we're essentially picking up other people's trash to furnish her home, which is a sewer pipe. So the way the cutscenes work in this game is like comics. It's really another unique thing about this game. It tells the stories through like comic panels. And in one of the comic panels, she finds like in the middle section of town, like just infinite water. So she's like, oh, this is a great place to live. I have all the water I want in the sewer. So she's not only homeless, she's in debt, and she's living in the sewer now.
Yeah, but she's making the best of it. You know, she got herself a chair. She got herself a dresser. Now we're getting the piece that ties it all together. A bed, which introduced a first fight, bed fight, where we have to fight for our stuff, our garbage.
Yeah, this is our first instance of Nevi, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, our walking boys. Oh my god.
Oh god, I hate these lancers. They have the worst hitbox in the game.
So right now we're going to try to kill the lancer. If he goes for this double kick. Okay. You should be able to clear it out with this.
He hid behind.
Yeah. They're all. So usually you want to clear out this whole wave with the.
What the?
with the typhoon. And then steal a bed.
I mean, is it stealing someone's trash?
Well, I'd see, you know.
Well, actually, I don't even know why it's there.
For you.
It's a very odd place to have a bed. Well, now we are fully furnished. We're essentially out of the tutorial. Oops.
Turn this up.
So this next section is park. Basically, we meet this detective who is here to help us because, well, is he a detective? No,
not really.
No. Actually, we saved him at the beginning, right?
Yeah, kind of. During the first Nevi thing, yeah, we saved him. And now he's like, yo, there's a problem over here. You seem like a superhero. I'm gonna use you for my own gain in the police force.
Yeah, essentially throughout this, dang it.
Wow.
This is like one of the only stealth sections. Actually, I think it's the only stealth section in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's his name? Sid.
Sid, yeah.
He essentially just tags along with us, and god dang it. And he basically takes all the credit of everything we do and just gets promoted continuously throughout this run, which is hilarious. I think it's about right here.
You should be.
Well, I guess steeper angle? I didn't have a problem with this earlier.
Yeah. It's just like you can go through the tree.
I can go through the tree?
Like a belt.
It's like right there. That should be good. Oh, that was close.
Oh my god.
Ooh, man, that was the closest I could possibly get.
Yo. Coming up is another debt. We want to get Dead into level 2, kick, to make the next fight a little bit more cleaner. It's not really super necessary, but the more kick level we get, the faster we go for our movement and the more damage we can do in fights.
Definitely doing this fight with just kick 1 is like I don't like it.
Yeah.
Dude, I first tried this earlier. Nice.
Good. Yeah, nice. Did that.
Now we owe 243 gems. The big thing about this game is not only we're trying to essentially just do the game fast, we also have to collect gems on the way because we're in so much debt. At one point, we are like at negative 800 gems or something like that.
Yo, we owe so much money, dude.
We're just constantly owing money until at the end of the game where we don't need money anymore.
By the way, that wasn't Sid. That was a fake Sid. Surprise. Essentially, our villain can mimic people, and he stole that, which I forget exactly what it was. Some sort of energy thing.
Oh.
The fight's going pretty well. All right. Ooh, nice. I'm going to explain a little bit of the combat thing. Remember earlier when I mentioned that the L1 button just cancels anything? It also cancels kicks, which is very important. There's a tech called RGKs, or rapid gravity kicking. Usually when you kick in this game, cat kicks something and then rebounds for about like 10 seconds. And that's usually where a lot of the angst of this game happens, because you're trying to control Cat where she is in the air and whatnot. But you can just cancel that and then immediately kick again. And there's many different forms of that kicks, distant kicks, double kicks, and they all have different timings in order to speed up combat and speed up movement. Right there, it was just rapid gravity kicking, just rapidly canceling and kicking all at the same time to make sure he can keep the damage rolling on those snails and stuff like that. Right now, we're just doing a little bit of a kind of like a scavenger hunt, because Kat doesn't know what she needs to do in her life right now, so she went to a fortune teller to check things out. I think this is a good time for some donations if you can.
Yeah, absolutely. We have plenty of love being poured in all over for this game. We've got $25 from Kat, who says, Gravity Rush is one of my favorite games. From the moment I saw it, it has captivated me. Kat is one of my all-time favorite characters, so much so that when I transitioned, I decided to borrow it. Thanks for showing an amazing game and trans rights.
Yeah, this game is so good as a casual playthrough. It is extremely endearing to the point where I actually have not played this game casually. It's kind of a regret that I didn't do it. I kind of just looked at the run and I'm like, oh, this is really cool, because I had Gravity Rush 2, which is an amazing game. Like, I actually really love the casual playthrough for that. Too bad the playthrough is like 5 hours long. Shout outs to Guapo, who's trying to get back to world record, I believe. So yeah, like the moment I looked at like the speed run, and then I was looking at the story, I was like, oh my god, this story is actually amazing. So we're about to bonk this dad.
Dad skip. Let's go dad skip. Okay, we skip dad, kind of. Basically, I don't know why this works, but if you smack dad on the side of a wall, it speeds up this text box that allows Cat to move first. But I think Rain missed it. But I love dad skip. If you ever do this game, and now that you know this, just bonk dad on the side of the wall, and you'll get to move faster. Dad skip, personal favorite.
I call it a different name, and Notes hates it. But I shout out Savara Notes. He's the world record holder. He's a beast at this game. This is our first instance of why we want our power-ups. Instead of walking all around this stuff, we just skip all of it. Well, we actually technically don't have gravity here, so I have to actually manually cancel it, because if I don't manually cancel it, I just get stuck in the air until I run out of gravity. Because since I don't have any gravity or gauge, I'm unable to cancel it once the spiral claw ends.
Yeah. And now we're going to my literal favorite section of this game. It is so like everything that I love about this game, its movement, its combat, its appeal is in these things called rifts. Essentially, Pat finally has a goal in life, and it's to save this city. Pieces of the city have been taken to voids, and essentially it's her job to stop the Navy and put the city back together. What that means is super fun things to optimize, like this fight. Oh my god.
I missed that jump. It's okay.
Where we use elements in order to go faster. Right there, he used something called stasis. Stasis allows you to pick up objects around you and throw them as projectiles. It's useful in ways to like break things like these shells. If you use like an object to break the shells around the Navy, it only takes one hit, but you can also hit them a lot in order to get them.
Give me a jump, give me a jump. Aw.
Please. Oh, no. We're falling. We're falling, boys.
I mean, technically we're always falling, just in different directions.
Man. Here we try to use Typhoon, and you have just enough rocks here to destroy all the Navy here.
Please?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, Lancers has, like, high goo factor, I would say, where their goo around their like orb tends to suck up a lot of rocks. Yeah, really annoying if you try to Typhoon them a lot. But as you can just see, there's this game just looks and feels great to move in, especially in these sections.
Don't miss
right now we're just doing.
Okay, I missed all those gems.
All
right.
Get a little gems. You know, we gotta pay back our debts.
So, some of this is like extra gems, but we definitely want as much as we can without going too far out of the way.
Yeah.
But more on Kat's model, because Kat's model is actually pretty unique in this game for the most part, because her hair and her scarf actually do a very unique thing in that no matter which direction she's currently like floating, they will always point towards the ground. How that even works, I guess it's more of a casual thing where we're just kind of standing like sideways, and then people figure out which way the ground is. For the speed run, which it is impossible to really look at.
Yeah. Right now we finally get out of debts collecting these few gems here, which were immediately, you guessed it, gonna go right back into getting getting gravity kick level 3. And here's the true power of RGK, the rapid gravity kicking. Usually this is the first boss, which is like this big weird squid guy. Essentially you have to break his eyes, and then it reveals this big orb at the bottom. And usually it can be a pain to kill because you're floating everywhere, you're bouncing everywhere, and it's really hard to control that.
Well, I'm doing this with
Did you get it?
one. Nope.
All right, cool. I should have be quiet. But anyways, even with this level of kick, you'll see this guy just kind of explode.
God, there it goes. Targeting.
Go get him. Oh, please.
That went decently well. Those kicks can actually be like way faster. I do not do it justice. I am horrible with rhythmic things. For like Metroid, like doing IBJs, infinite bomb jumps, I am notoriously horrible at that kind of stuff. And sadly, doing rapid kicks is a rhythm thing.
A little bit, but you got it down. I saw the rhythm there.
I do kind of these gems.
But right now, we're just gonna grab a few gems and fly to our new place, Play June. But in the meantime, I think we can do a couple of donations.
Nice.
Absolutely. I know, Rain, you just mentioned Wired Notes not a few minutes ago. We have $50 from Wired Notes.
Let's go.
Good to finally see Gravity Rush in GDQ. Truly a hidden gem which truly shines a speed game. I've poured a part of my soul into running this game over the past few years and wouldn't change it for the world. Thank you and good luck on the run, Rain.
Thank you. Notes. Really, like, shout out to Notes. He put so much work, so much heart and soul into this game. And it's really endearing to see.
Yeah, if you ever have time and you want to see like some true magic in this game, look up Wired Notes World Record. It is something to behold.
Yeah, like, I might look fast. I don't think I look fast, but he makes me look like a snail. I'm not even kidding. Like, I watch his run, and it's like, what am I doing wrong?
A little thing about that menu thing. Essentially, Kat has to figure out. She's being asked if she's actually like really a student here. So they quiz her on things.
This area
Those
is
answers can
actually
be
wild.
different. Yeah, those answers can be different placed depending on where it is. So you have to just pay attention to some cues.
But yeah,
also, Play June music is a banger.
Oh yeah, I actually really like this area music. But yeah, this area is weird because I believe there's a red light district in this area. No, come back. Oh, I want to stand on his head. But yeah, there is a academy right over there and a red light district attached to it. Why that's the case is beyond me. Nice,
That
I got
worked?
it.
Oh,
That
God.
was. I'm actually surprised that worked because I was a little bit.
Yeah,
really
that
far
worked.
forward. So this is
a whole new world.
Yup. So they named this a whole new world for very obvious reasons. I actually really like this section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, a romantic time with someone you think you have a crush.
I mean, I don't think she thinks she has a crush on him. But he's looking for his childhood friend, which I believe he has a crush on her. So Kat's dealing with some unrequited love right now, to say least. But this is our first instance of showing that Nevis actually aren't just mindless or anything, because this thing essentially is trying to protect her because she's having the stress, teenage angst, all that stuff. Please let me double kick. Okay,
Yeah,
I guess not.
This is basically an auto-scroller, but it allows us to collect a bunch of gems. But that means we have to kill her now, essentially. We want to keep one gem alive to keep the train rolling, but other than that, we're collecting gems.
One difficult thing about this run
Shoutouts.
is, shoutouts.
Yeah. Oh, just Alice action for a lot of the modern gem runs. He's our Japanese runner, and a lot of what we see here is his work.
Oh, I was actually early.
You got him.
Yeah, that should work. But yeah, more about this movement. When I was first learning this game like a year ago, it is surprisingly difficult to not only keep your bearings, but also be able to pre-aim, gauge management, and also make sure you aren't bonking literally everything in your way. Like, look at all this stuff. Like, I can accidentally kick everything and miss everything. And the right stick is camera and left stick actually also controls Cat. So even though I'm moving pre-aiming with the camera, I'm also doing very minor micro adjustments with cat. Like if you see here, like I'm actually moving like left and right, just in very minor way. I would like these gems, please. Okay, one's enough, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. RGKs.
You get the double.
Oh, please.
That's
Let's
pretty
go.
Mechanically, this game is not difficult, to say the least. Like the kick is R1 square, and then you cancel it, and that's about it. And then you use special with triangle. The hard part is literally everything else in terms of movement and stuff like that. But we're going into Rift 2, and your screen is not messed up or anything. This place is just saturated to a ridiculous amount. I have no clue.
Fire. We're on fire.
Is this fire? I mean, well, I guess it's lava.
It's supposed to be like a lava hole thing.
But I guess we should speak a little bit more on Gade and exactly why we are doing stuff, or we save it for later because it is relevant for a cutscene that I want to show off.
Sure. You know, you do you. You'll run.
Yeah, we'll save it because then the shock factor is more pronounced, to say the least. Because this game has very wacky story. They tried their best to make this game unique as infinitely possible. Like, I have never seen a more unique game yet, anyways, in terms of mechanics, story, visual, and all that stuff. Because this gravity mechanic is... I'm not sure if there's another game like it.
Nah, Gravity Rush is very much its own thing.
Gravity Rush 2 actually makes the kick slower, but adds like more power-ups and stuff like that. The power-ups are actually really cool. Like you have like heavy boots, and then you have lunar boots that makes you not necessarily light. Not necessarily make you light, but it makes you like 0G more so.
Alright. Yeah, we can do like one more donation and then there's a boss coming up. But yeah, good time for a donation is here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got $100 from Marine. Love this event. Thanks for keeping the runs coming. Lads, we've got to get the all-level showcase for Spark 3 met. That game is such an incredible speed game, and I'd love for everyone to see more of it. And on that note, we are at $2,356.10 out of the $5,000 goal for that all-level showcase. We do have till the end of this run and a little bit further into Spark in order to meet that. We're almost halfway there. Chat, I want to challenge you. Can we get 75% of the way there by the end of Gravity Rush? Let's see it happen.
They can do it in Descent. That's a good challenge for Descent. But I gotta explain Raven. Raven's like the first like humanoid boss fight in the game. She has the same kind of powers as Cat, able to fly anywhere she wants to go, but she hits a lot harder. This has been like the bane of our existence in the speedrunning community because there's like very little ways to make her consistent. There's a few strats that Wired Notes does in order to help that, but for the most part, it's about reacting.
Please? I actually am missing gems, so I have to detonate.
Yeah.
Please. Oh my god.
I believe.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, let's go.
It's like 20th time to charm, I guess. First try.
Yeah. Yo, it's dead. What are you gonna do?
Wait, was I supposed to do the second jump? I hate this fight. I can never get this right.
You can also, once you're that, she gets stunned on the ground, and you can get a few hits in. And I think Typhoon can kill. Yeah. Or Spiral
Typhoon?
can kill. As.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's okay.
I waited.
Nah, it still worked. She's on the ground. That's a pretty okay Raven fight.
It usually goes worse, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, Raven can go wherever she wants. Just this is not the first time she is a problem.
So you can actually play as Raven in Gravity Rush 2 in a DLC. I did actually have the world record for that up until about like a week ago when some random Japanese player was just like, yeah, I beat it by 8 seconds. But it's, you know, I was the only runner for that, so it's dope to see another person interested in that game.
Also, I hope there's some Raven lovers in chat. There's, you know, Raven's a cool character.
Actually, I actually prefer Raven over Cat.
And there you go. This mission's a wild time because the boss fights don't ever stop in this game. Right now, we are chasing the villain that stopped us in chapter 4, who stole the crystal thing. It turns out he's connected to Nevi some sort of way, and he's doing a lot of terrorist acts in this district right now, blowing things up and just causing a mess. Like for now, he put a bomb here, and it's our job to take it out.
Give me the bomb. There we go. I did this in practice earlier. I literally picked up every single rubble but the bomb.
I love it.
It's like it was. I didn't even know you could. Is a TLDR of it. So more about Typhoon. The way it targets is actually like you see me kind of jittering and missing literally everything. It auto targets basically anything on screen. Specifically kind of sort of like near the middle-ish. So you'll often see me use Typhoon by like kind of swiping swiping enemies off the screen and kind of just sectioning off the best I can so I could hit as many as I can.
Yeah. Alias is also like a bit of a joker. His way to like kind of like bully people is just put them on high places and say like, you can't get down now.
Oh yeah, so speaking of that, you'll see like vehicles around. They can actually like save them themselves, but like look at this thing. This thing is like extra slow. So Cat is just like, oh yeah, I'm in the area, and we're just gonna go save them because we're like 10x the speed of these taxis. Which later on, I think in Gravity Rush 2, she has like a taxi service, or I think there are some like side quests in this game.
Yeah.
Where you're just carrying people to places because the taxis take like 10 years.
Yeah.
So now we meet Alias. I don't want to talk too much about Alias, besides that he's just a bad guy in this game. Every character gets more story in Gravity Rush 2, and there's some new characters also in Gravity Rush 2. The story is just so good.
Ooh, yeah. But right now we are trying to get back out of debt so we can do some debt glitches later. This is more of a better example of why we things. Right here, he's going to spawn 2 snails, and since we have an object, it will immediately either break a gem or it will break the shell, one of the two, and we'll navigate around that. Upcoming is a weird boss. Alias isn't done with us. He has kind of like a true form that we have to deal with, which is like this double-headed dragon monster thing. It has 2 gems on his hand, and we have a specific setup in order to try to do as much damage as we can and stun him, so he doesn't go into some of his more RNG phases, which I'll explain.
Oh, no.
more once. Pick up something. Yeah. There we go. Here he is, the big scary dragon dude. So you can do a couple of things in the start. What we want him to do is just shoot fireballs into the air to try to hit Cat. That allows us to get this Typhoon set up. But I think Rain might go for something else. Oh, he goes for this. Okay.
No.
Yeah, almost. Black Hole has very interesting properties that allows you to do massive damage right away, no matter what. Essentially, he was trying to just blow up the gem with a pause technique.
I have to fight him again. Wait.
No, you can just beat him. Just kick him to death.
Please. No.
Oh my god.
This is just Alias. Like, I was literally kicking at him, and then it just kept sliding off.
Alright, now we're in RNG world, I believe.
Please hit.
Nice. Nice double kick too. I could have gotten way worse. Yeah, that was a double kick.
No, you want to explain double kicks, or did you already?
Oh, sure. So what a double kick is, essentially, Kat has 2 different types of kicks. She has close kicks and distance kicks. Essentially, what a double kick is you're kicking from a faraway distance, and you're getting 2 distant kicks, which are stronger than close kicks. In order to make them work, you have to hit it at the same moment that the kick lands on the enemy itself. Yeah.
Oh, I'm missing.
As long as you're peppering those in, you'll get a lot of damage. Alias is an interesting thing.
So
you can, and then debt kit 4, yeah.
This is our biggest debt. Nice, I got it.
Nice.
So now we're mega in debt at negative 812. A little bit more about the story is that so we're in, was it Rift 4?
3.
It was 3. Yeah, this is 3. And right before, for some reason, there is a box of Nevi pesticides. I'm not entirely sure how that even works, but they look like cookies. So Dusty decided to eat one. So now Dusty has upset stomach. So Dusty gives us our powers, which is unfortunate because now my gauge is like 10% of what it was, but I get it back really fast. So gauge management here is pretty important.
Yeah, and to also explain some of the power-ups around, you see these little blue orbs around. That will instantly refill your gauge, allowing you to use gravity again and kick more. That's going to be used to a great deal here, as he needs to recharge his gravity all the time in order to keep going. But for the most part, this is just going to be more fights and kicking and whatnot, so this is a good time for a couple of donations.
Absolutely, I am right on that. We've got $20 here from Lexi. Hi, Rain. Thanks for running Gravity Rush. I've loved this game since I first played it on the Vita more than 10 years ago, and I'm having an amazing time seeing it completed at terminal velocity.
I love it.
We also have $100 from Citizen Giant. Greetings from Japan. My friend told me he had a joke about anti-gravity. It really had no effect on me. And as Rain said earlier, and I love these, please, please, please get those donations in with as many gravity puns as you possibly can. I absolutely love them.
Yeah, I almost grimaced at that one.
Almost got the grimace.
You guys need to up the game. I was actually trying to make a gravity pun. I actually could not. I could not think of one.
It sounds like a difficult task here.
So this upcoming boss, you'll see like a mini version of it, is actually extremely dangerous because this thing does a lot of damage. This thing's a mini version. There's an even bigger one that we'll face later, and there is like a million things surrounding it. It's essentially a bullet hell, and we are in level 1 health. Like, we have not upgraded at all because we need all the gems we can get. And when we upgrade, it also refills our health, so it is actually also partly our emergency health. So we don't want to use it as much as possible because the more upgrades we upgrade, the more expensive it is. It's hard to get up.
Yeah, we also... Wow. I think you're one kick away.
Yeah, I missed. No!
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well.
another weird quirk of this game is you can buffer your special during loading times. So if he didn't do that, but still killed the flower with his super meter, it would actually buffer in the dark, and cats actually load it and using the special for it. And you don't actually load back into the game until it finishes. Which is really apparent in this one.
Did I just kill anything else?
I think it has to be the flowers.
Any flower?
Any flower. We thought it would have had to be the flowers on the tower, but literally any flower.
I accidentally used my special before coming into this because I like bounced up and stuff, and I really needed it.
Yeah.
So here is bullet hell. We have to kill every flower on this and the big boy up there while trying not to die. That thing can practically one-shot us. Actually, in fact, with this health, I would actually get one.
You will die.
I will need this.
But these things are really good to double kick. They're just very easy to double kick.
Why do you have to say that while I embarrass myself?
We got it. Boom.
Don't want to get hit by that.
Nice. Okay. I believe in you. The flower won't chomp you.
I mean, if I get like a quad kick, it definitely won't chop me.
That'd be sick, yo. You get the quad. Alright. Oh my god. Nice.
Look, I got that health. So you can actually get wombo comboed in this game. Like, I've actually taken like 3 swordfish that you'll see later, like at the same time, and just straight up die. I took like several things.
Cool. I hope you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool little thing. Okay, cool. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. So this is a thing we call a Visicat. Essentially, we voided out when we got into this cutscene. So we have full control of Cat while she's in this cutscene.
I have no
I
idea.
think you're by the tower, maybe.
I'm pretty sure on the left side tower.
Yeah. So she's excited. She's like, "Wow, big city above. We got to get that money. We got to get out of debt." So we're using this time to collect as many gems as we can, while being invisible and unlocking this sewage pipe, which allows us to teleport back here. It's a fast travel thing. Invisicatic is cool. There's a lot of weird things you can do with it, but this is the very good use of it in the run.
Yeah, this game is actually very broken. Like, we can actually clip into essentially anything. We're gonna clip into this world tree in a second. You can do like Invisicat like in several places and stuff like that. The issue is that this game runs on checkpoint system, so if you can't move the checkpoint, anything you do is essentially useless, which is kind of sad.
So one chapter I'll talk a lot about because we're so close. We're so close. We could basically skip everything, but because there's a checkpoint, we can't keep going. But I'll get to that later. Right now, it is Descent.
This is definitely the most dull part of the run, because all we're gonna do is fall.
We are falling forever. Usually in the game, you're supposed to be falling with purpose. There's a lot of gems, there's enemies to dodge and whatnot. But this game, as linear as it is as a speedrun, you can, as Rain says, you can clip into anything pretty easily. All he did was double clap gravity twice, and she flipped over. She just flipped over, and now we're going to hit some checkpoints, and we have a little bit to go. We are falling, so
yeah, we're gonna be falling for like 4 checkpoints and stuff like that until we go fight Raven. So you have, well, for some shout outs again, like shout out the Gravity Discord. They put a lot of work into here. It's definitely an honor for me to actually bring this to GDQ stage. I know they've been looking forward to it for a long time, so it was definitely a surprise to see this get accepted and me to be the one to do it. Where is it, the checkpoint? So yeah, this is definitely experience. Also, shout outs to Bastion. She was supposed to be here for my co-commentator, but she had an emergency, so I hope she's doing well. But you have anything else to say?
I also want to shout out like the general Gravity Rush community as a whole. They've done some amazing thing. They recently, about last year, released a zine that was for charity, and it got a lot of awesome artists together in order to support a cause. And they genuinely, like, the passion behind this niche little game in their little community is incredible. And they really do like an amazing job supporting it, along with like everyone else who likes niche games and whatnot. But yeah. Other than that, we got any donations?
Oh, we have so many. I first do want to update chat here. I issued that challenge a little bit earlier. We're at $2,511.10 out of 5,000 for that all levels showcase for the next run, Spark the Electric Jester 3. So chat, please make sure when you are donating for your puns, make sure that you are marking that incentive if you do wish to see more of Spark the Electric Jester 3. And speaking of puns, Rain, Muffin, we've got some coming in here.
You have so much time.
We've got $10 from Slowest Poke, who says, I had a good pun about gravity, but I think it's a little too heavy for you.
Nice.
We have $5 from AC Bebop. What do GDQ and gravity have in common? They are both forces to be reckoned with. Donating $5 to help PCF accelerate the amazing work they do to help beat cancer. Best of luck to Rain on the Gravity Rush Remastered run.
Thank you.
Anyone else buying tickets for the $5 pun train? Chat, we've got plenty of time. Let's see if we can't get that $5 pun train going. That'd be so much fun. We have $25 from Aramgard. Rain, my dude.
What's up?
I woke up super early to watch this. I hope you grasp the gravity of the situation.
Oh.
Great seeing you at GDQ. Good luck on the rest of the run.
Okay, so we're actually about to reach Raven. So fighting Raven is actually horrible. She's actually very difficult. She has a black hole ability also. Her black hole ability is just 10 times better than ours and actually teleports us up. We don't want to be going up, like at all, because we're trying to get down. But let me get my bearings.
We're gonna, yeah. So basically, it would have been 3,000 feet of just dodging for your life at like
Actually, I think it's yard.
1 hit point. But we can put her in jail. She's now in baby jail, and she won't move.
Yep. So you have 3,200 yards of donations.
That's
We're gonna do some like little bit of optimization gravity pumping, but basically we're vibing.
All right, well, let's keep it rolling here. We've got $5 from No Cherry Deleft. All this breaking of the laws of gravity will get you a suspended sentence. I loved playing Gravity Rush on my Vita. So happy to see it being run today. I wanted to donate for such an amazing cause during one of the most entertaining games I've ever played, and also for a close friend who recently had a cancer diagnosis but is getting some phenomenal support. Shout out to my little gravity cats, Robbie and Cozy, and my partner, Megan. You've got this, Rain. Float like a butterfly, sting like a flying kick. We've got $50 from Techless. I haven't run this game in ages, but I'm so glad to see it finally being run at a GDQ. Good luck getting World Tree Clip first try.
Wait.
Yeah. It was different. It was way different in the back in the day. Back in the day, we had to like force Cat to fall on her face.
Oh, I remember that. I was learning. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Up. Yeah. But now you just double tap gravity and you just flip up.
I actually, so when I was learning it, I was learning that I was like, this trick is stupid. Like, why is this a thing? And then I noticed that people were just clipping in, and it took me like 2 days to figure out how to even do that because no one had like a controller display.
Nah. But yeah, shout out to Techless, old school runner. Happy to see him here.
All right.
Yeah, keep going.
All right, cool. We've got $5 from Aragon Tiger's Eye, who says, "Gravity puns? Oh, this is going down." We've got $50 from Inquiry. Isaac Newton almost didn't understand gravity at all, but then it hit him. Here's to more puns.
That one burned a little.
We have $25 from The Gouge. And they say, "It's been so long since I've actually run this game, but I'm overjoyed to see Gravity Rush finally make its way to a GDQ. It's such a fun run, and I have many fond memories with it, and I couldn't be more proud of this amazing community for taking the Gravity Rush speedrun so far. You have this old runner's blessing. May your Nushi be clean, may your Unikit behave, and may your Raven 2 be... Oh, never mind. Shout out to Rain for the amazing run, Bastion Blue Succubus, and Singing Muffin for holding down the couch, and the rest of the GRR community for making it this far."
Yeah.
So story-wise,
this is a blessing.
Actually, I don't even know how we got into this cage. I think we were like knocked out or something because we got hit by the Nushi blast, and then the kids are like, "Hey, you're a prisoner." So we're just kind of stuck in here. But here's the issue: they're kids. I don't know why Cat just doesn't like push them to the side and just be like, you know, I'm twice as big as you.
Well, she's a nice girl. She doesn't want to scare people.
But yeah,
and she likes to jump.
Yeah, we're trying to break out essentially. This is actually our second significant character. Her name is Siania. She is a regular girl while she's awake, but when she goes to sleep, she actually has a secret celestial entity within her, or is her. I'm not entirely sure the specifics of it, but she's essentially the equivalent of the Watcher in Marvel, I believe.
Sure.
I mean, that's like the closest thing I could like equate it to. But this is actually a stealth section where we're trying not to get caught by kids with sticks. We don't have Rusty, so we can't use our gravity. But Kat's a grown woman. I have no clue why she just, doesn't swat the stick out of the way. But here we are doing, trying to avoid them.
Yeah, we're doing our best. But coming up is one of the biggest fights in the game that we dub Kids Fight because we're trying to save the kids. Basically, it introduced a plethora of new enemies. You go all over the place in here, and it kind of has a set route, but it's kind of crazy. Nice dead into gravity in Typhoon, and that's really like the last time. I'm so happy that that's more or less good. So right away we're gonna get a new enemy. It's called this giant dragon. Essentially, it floats around, shoots beams. Please don't cancel. Oh no.
It's okay.
Yeah. So now we have to fight it legitimately. This is the reason why we get Typhoon 4 in order to try to blow this dragon out of the air. But since if Kat doesn't complete her animation to start Typhoon and gets hit out of it, you lose all invincibility and you lose the special as well. So now we just have to fight it legitimately. You get the hit, okay? Now fall. This is okay because you killed all the enemies up there, so it actually kind of worked out. I also introduced these things called swordfishes, which will be the bane of our existence later. Essentially they fly around in the air and try to dive at Cat all the time. 2 gems on the side of their eyes, and sometimes they're kind of in the hit. You're not done with the new cast of characters that are coming through. But right now, we're just trying to clear as much as we can right now. Later, he will get Typhoon 4 again, and he's going to try to use that to clear out the rest of the fight.
So what's interesting about... Go ahead.
Oh, just the one more guy, the shark dude. He likes to hide into the ground, and when Cat comes up, he dives at you and just kind of flops around on the fish, and that's your only moment to attack. He can also be hard-hitting later on, but for the most part, he's pretty easy to deal with.
Lance, why are you facing me?
Yeah.
So one thing about these swordfishes, the choice of how powerful they are, because each enemy has like a zone that they could be in. If they go past the zone, they get warped back into the zone. Every swordfish is outside of Ascent, which will be in like 20 minutes or so. No, not 20 minutes. Like 10 minutes, I think.
No, not 20. Yeah.
They are extremely dangerous only in Ascent. Everywhere else, they are like super slow or have extremely small boundary for seemingly no reason. I guess it's just enemy clutter. But yeah, those swordfish are pretty benign compared to the Ascent.
All right.
You want to explain Nushi?
Big kickies? Yeah, for big kicky? All right. Okay.
That was pretty bad.
Nushi is like the boss that will never die at all. This is Nushi 1. Essentially, what we're supposed to do is we're working to get the cat to drop little giant rock fruit onto its head in order to bust through the shell. How we do that is we have to hit a part of Nushi and then rush to Raven in order to activate the next thing. The thing about this is that you can do it in 2 ways. You can hit the gem that's only vulnerable every once in a while when he does this. Oh my lord. Or you can hit the bone part of his arms, and that also counts as a hit. But the thing about the bones is you can't walk onto them. You just have to like fly and aim yourself into them. So right now
okay, that's good. Hello?
Good. You can also use Black Hole in order to break them as well, and that works as well. Another thing about Nushi is you can kind of see there that she was getting pushed away because Nushi has this force field around him. That kind of works with that. But if you're able to place yourself right, you can do this.
Well, yeah, we're coming up into
oh
a
God.
platformer section. Well, I guess it's platformer section. It's pretty much an auto scroller. I can still mess it up. I
This
actually really hate this mission. And this is our first glimpse into Sienna's power, but I want to listen to this audio real quick. I love that line. So for some reason, the language, it lines up just enough where she just says as well as doo-doo. I don't even know what the words pertain to, but we're essentially going to be doing some speedy text, platforming, and such like that. Try to skip as much as possible, so you have until the end of this mission to just do donations.
Well, fantastic. We still have the gravity pun trains rolling in. We've got $5 from Droth the Destroyer, 1 ticket for the gravity pun train. Like Gravity, I found the train very attractive, but not in a crush kind of way. You can't fall for a pun train, can you? That took me a bit to come up with. I hope it was worth the wait.
Oh, it definitely was.
We had $5 from Aramgard. If it wasn't for Gravity, I wouldn't be so humble. You could say it keeps me grounded.
Oh my God.
We have $5 from Yuri Haruhara. A Joker, glad to finally catch one of your hosting sessions. Why is Gravity so cheap? Because it's mass-produced.
Oh, that was pretty smart.
We also have $25 from Dankrupt Memer, who says, I am gravitated towards this run of a cool game. $5 from Smokey of the Sun. I was going to suspend myself from making puns, but the gravity of the situation made me think of a new ton of them. Another $5 from Grins Vogel, who says, Isaac Newton called. He's very angry with you. He can't find his apples. We have $20 from your boy Grunty, who says, I'd never thought I'd ever see a Gravity Rush speedrun at GDQ. What a nice surprise. I guess all I had to do was wait. I'll have to start ranting and raving about how good this game is. But we gotta work fast and cat's up to that 2 million milestone. I know chat knows the gravity of their donations, so let's keep it up. Keep up the amazing runs.
Never know where these donations are going.
We have $10 from Ristoff. Greetings from the UK. First time donator here. Having a blast watching this year's AGDQ whilst I work, and it's really kept me going all week. Rain is doing a great job of smashing Gravity Rush. Just don't fall behind, and I hope the stream doesn't drop. Well done to everyone putting on such an amazing event.
So there's some little thing like these portals working in weird ways. He used it in order to stand on a place you're not supposed to, and then change it into more of a platformer place where before you would have to do a little puzzle thing. And here, through some very, very clever jump, we don't deal with any of the gravity parts at all. You can just kind of do a little, you can do a little corner jump thing here, and she'll grab a. Here we go. We do a big old jump.
Don't miss. Nice.
Hey, yeah.
I don't actually have land on it, but I've missed that a few times.
Yeah.
So story-wise here, essentially Sienna is just like, hey, you need to wake up or you're gonna die or something like that. You know, like your destiny is out there. You just have to do a lot of stuff. I think that's the gist of it. It's a little bit more convoluted than that. Because it does lead into Gravity Rush 2. I don't even know if they planned it, but Gravity Rush 2 actually goes really heavy into the story, and I freaking love it. It's definitely, if it came out this year, it would be my game of the year, like for sure.
This is very much a kind of lead into what it is, and there's even a callback to this in like the ending thing. They truly thought about a sequel making this game, I believe.
But yeah, if like play this game, play Gravity Rush 2. Gravity Rush 2 is like at least a 40-hour playthrough compared to this game. I think you get 40 hours doing like platinuming this game, but just playing the playthrough of Gravity Rush 2 is like 40 hours. So it's huge. Like it's essentially their foray into open world Gravity Rush. So it is ridiculously huge. Also, there is a dog right over there that I want to pet.
All right, fair enough.
Sorry, it's just we had to see a dog.
This is where the game kind of gets.
Huh?
Don't
Oh,
have some.
I forgot to pick up Siani.
Yeah, you need Siani to keep going. But this is kind of where the game gets difficult. You're supposed to have way more health now, and that's just something we don't invest in because that's not particular to our debt needs. So everything becomes way more scarier in terms of just damage. Coming up is Nushi 2. He doesn't go away, but we have a neat way to deal with a little setup with our black hole friend that you kind of saw used in Alias. It's the same kind of idea. Nice. Thank God. Okay, so how that works is usually has a big gem on his head that takes a lot of kicks to kill, even at high kick level. So what we do in order to break it in one shot is black hole. And essentially we break a bone and hit the orb at the same time, and that amounts to a huge amount of damage and one-shots the orb immediately. I think there's like a transfer of property there. And you can do that all on the body and break all the there, which allows us to quick kill Nushi. I'm happy that went well. This allows us, this place is chock full of gems that are worth like 25 each. Each of one of these pods hold about like 200 gems, and we're trying to stockpile enough in order to get the final upgrades. We have an indicator in order to go back down to Nushi to finish him off, but right now he's just flying around. This is also a pretty good place to put some donations if you got some.
I absolutely do. We've got $10 here from Bright Fox. Why did Newton send back the dish to the kitchen? He didn't find it appetizing.
Wow.
We also have $365 from Night One. Today marks a year since I lost my mother to cancer. Thank you to the GDQ staff for everything y'all do. I hope that someday no one will ever have to lose a loved one to cancer. Let's do our best to find a cure together.
That went decently well. I did mess up quite a bit, but I did recover. I got sort of the mid-range level of gems that I needed. I'm actually a little bit low, so hopefully I can get everything I need. I need 1,400 by the end of this ascent. But a little bit more on the story. The whole reason we even came down here was because a lady lost her boyfriend, her deceased. No, is there a boyfriend? Well,
No, she's just like, I lost a letter.
Yeah, like I lost a letter. So she lost it, and the letter fell into the gravity abyss. And then Cat's like, yeah, I'll go find it somehow. So that's the entire reason we came down here. Oh, God.
Please. We're trying to do another clip. I don't know if you have enough gravity.
Okay, whatever. That's not a huge deal. Yeah, that's the whole reason we came down here. So we went through all this trouble for a freaking letter. And we are about to find it. You want to explain this glitch?
Yeah, so this is skipping a fight in the beginning. Usually you have to go down, kill a bunch of Nevi, and then allow Gravity Storm to disappear. But that is slow to us. So this is our first kind of checkpoint skip. Right now, usually the dude is here and it allows us to clip back out. But he disappears and we can't do anything about that. So we abuse a death here in order to respawn the dude in order to pick him up. 17 is very interesting. We can technically just fly all the way up to the top and finish the level if we had a checkpoint there. There's been lots of like theory crafting and work into seeing how much we can actually skip of 17, but we have yet to figure out how to skip some checkpoints. And I feel like if we figure 17, that would blow this game up out of the water.
But yeah, that man turns out to be the girl's boyfriend, and he was actually a ghost, and he had the letter this whole time, or he was a letter or something. I'm not entirely sure the context, but he was a ghost, and this thing was still alive.
Yeah.
All right, it's dead now. So we have the letter now, so we have done our thing, and we are gonna take it back to the lady.
The funny thing about the ghost is like we don't even. It's a ghost. It's just kind of dropped on you. Oh, he's not there, and then he does his little beard.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, you are doing a dangerous thing with the kicks.
Not intentionally. These swordfish are like. Look at this. Like, please stay with me.
Yeah, I don't know why that exists. This is a mosh pit of death there, and you're. I don't know why.
So from this point on, every fight is pretty dangerous.
Yeah. Starting now, the gems have a different color. In the beginning, they're like a purplish, and they usually only take like one kick to kill. Now they're orange, which means they have a lot more health and a lot more durability, which means we need to be a little bit more precise with our kicks. Down there is a dragon with like a shell and all orange gems, so it's very hard to take out. And these little bullets that are shooting out can just basically one-shot you. Right now, he's trying to clear out as many of these little sword pits as possible so he can typhoon the dragon, but they're also very unwieldy. Right now, it's going pretty good. They're working out.
I want this thing to attack. Okay, perfect. No!
Oh, no.
I didn't know it.
Okay, well now this is much more dangerous.
I guess I don't ever get to Typhoon in this run.
No. All right. Now it's you versus this dragon. Good luck.
This dragon is actually pretty beefy for a dragon. It is the beefiest of dragons. I don't know why they made these swordfish and these dragons very annoying during this section. Because if I die here, I have to go all the way back up from where I met that guy. So I definitely don't want to die. I'm still on level 1 health, so it is actually still very dangerous. I hope I have enough. I need about 230 more.
Yeah, you should be good.
Yeah, this looks okay.
Yeah, you have enough.
Dope. So that is all the upgrades we're gonna get for the rest of the game. No more debt, no more gem collecting. Oh, well, I will get a little bit of gems, depending on how much I have right now. I need at least 50. I would like 200, just in case I need to do an extra health upgrade, because the sensor fight, the last fight, actually from this point forward, basically, if I take a hit, I have a very real chance of dying immediately. So I need a buffer just in case. But we are essentially like 2/3 through the run. I think we're like, what, including this one, 3 missions from the end. So this guy is pretty obnoxious. It turns out that I almost said that. It turns out that once we came up, because of gravity, a year has passed. I believe it's a year. So everything has changed while we were gone. The lady doesn't even want her letter anymore. She's like already has like a husband and stuff like that. So we've essentially lost a year, and we're just trying to go back to being a hero. So we're helping the military. That guy is a military scientist to like place these sensors and kind of upgrade their Navy research, I guess, because they're trying to make a super weapon. Kat doesn't really know a bit about that stuff right now. She's just kind of trying to doing her best, helping out. And that guy's like super obnoxious. He's like constantly just telling her what to do and also changing his mind like immediately after telling her what to do. But yeah, since I am holding these sensors with stasis, if I take any damage, they drop, and I have to go all the way back to the guy to pick it up. So we're gonna get this, we're gonna go back, and we're gonna come back here, and then we're gonna start back up with some more fighting. So you have time for one more donation?
All right. Well, I do want to make sure that everyone, when you are donating, you are putting your donations towards the incentives like the Spark All Levels Showcase. That run is coming up next. We are currently at $2,686.10 out of 5,000. We would love to be able to meet that so we can see even more Spark and even more GDQ. We have a $5 donation from Anonymous who says, what does Anti-Gravity and Rick Astley have in common? They both never let you down. Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, one more.
All right, $250 from Chalisi. I'm so glad to be watching a GDQ with my boyfriend during snow while healing a broken ankle. I don't know what I would do with the perfect sleep schedule anyways. Let's make cancer extinct.
You want to explain this fight, Muffin? Don't hit me. Oh, cool. Let's save. Muffin? Muffin. I'm not entirely sure where you went, but this fight is pretty difficult. A lot of stuff is going on. We have to kill these very quickly. Oh my god. Okay, so I really am not gonna get any typhoons, huh? So this is another instance of, like I mentioned, that these swordfish are extremely slow here for some reason, and only during ascent are they actually truly dangerous. Okay, I missed that. Come on, Smiley.
Sorry, what did you mention, Ray?
I just wanted you to explain the fight while I focus on it. But the fight's almost over.
Yeah.
Kill this dragon. This dragon actually follows a path. I think he's about to turn. Yeah, there he goes. The dragon's wings are so annoying because you could be trying to kick it and then you just get voided entirely, and then you have to keep trying to kick it. It's so easy in this game to just miss your target. But yeah, we're basically gonna pick him up because he's like, oh yeah, I need to go up to the clock tower, and then he's like, wait, I need to go back to the hotel to grab something, or the building, or whatever this is, and then drops something off, and then he's like, all right, you gotta go back to the clock tower, and then he doesn't even remember what time it is, so we have to stay in. He's just really annoying. But we have time for like 3 donations.
It's incredibly annoying.
We still have plenty of donations here and plenty of love coming in for Gravity Rush Remastered. But again, we do want to touch on this. We have $25 from Zubatman, who says, I know nothing about Spark the Electric Jester 3, but just from the name, I want to see more of it. So let's make sure we are getting those donations in. We're creeping ever so closer to being able to see that showcase in our next run.
All right, so we're heading into Panther. Kat goes to sleep and she has a nightmare. Why this nightmare results in Dusty splitting into 20 pieces and us having to grab Dusty. I'm not entirely sure. But that is essentially what we're doing. It is also a very dangerous fight because there is swordfish, squids, which is the boss of Rift 1, golems, and a whole lot of flowers. So this is a fairly intense section. If I die at all in this section before the checkpoint at the very end, I have to redo this entire.
Try to explain as much as I can.
Yeah, so once we go in, I'm just gonna focus up. But yeah, we're just collecting Dusty right now. Here's Ciania. We're essentially just like meeting people in the dream. All right, Panther, start.
Yeah, so this is a huge fight. Every hard enemy we were dealing with before is here, and better than ever. A lot of things have shells, and a lot of things can one-shot you. So it's pretty mechanically intense. The goal of the whole area is to defeat the Nevi and pick up your buddy Cat, who's transformed into this panther thing for maybe unknown reasons that you'll figure out later. But everything here is, we have very specific places that we put Typhoon in order to clear out enemies fast enough, and we try to pick up as many like stasis objects as we can to break the gems, as you can see here. He's doing some. Oh, his double kicks are your rapid double kicks are looking mighty fine. And honestly, if you really want to like try out double kicks in like a high intense area, I would suggest just practicing this fight over and over again. That's what I did in order to start speedrunning this game. It's incredibly good for that. Here, it's also kind of a spooky moment because things that were like bosses, we'll consider bosses in other rifts, just show up as normal enemies. Oh my god, this stuff. Okay, good. Yeah. Is close to it. The big squid boy that we saw in Rift 1 comes back as just a normal enemy, along with a golem that we never really explained. He's just like a big guy. You saw him a lot before, but he's just a big guy who punches you. And he has a lot of gems on his back that you can double kick and whatnot. We're going to try to clear them out as fast as we can. Another weird, interesting thing about these enemies is that they can interact with each other. The squid has like a spinning attack that can break gems itself. So sometimes they interact in that way and can be very helpful. But Rain's doing, oh my god. He's doing a pretty good job
As well.
with this, and with
Spicy.
this last enemy, he's able to. Yeah, it's basically free now. He has Typhoon for the last one and stuff. But for the most part, that was a pretty good 19. I could still go wrong here if some of these rocks go astray. Because you still have to deal with swordfishes and what not.
All right, Panther done.
Nice. Ah.
That was a pretty good Panther, actually. But since we completed it and we got all the Rusties, Rusty, not Rusty, the freaking Armored Core brain, Dusty actually got an upgrade. So now instead of a cat, he's essentially a panther. That actually does play a pretty big part in Gravity Rush 2. Sadly, in this one is all just straight up cutscenes. But in Gravity Rush 2, she actually gains the Panther mode power, where she can actually just use Dusty to just essentially just go nuts as a cat. So this is the final chapter of the game. Most of it is an auto-scroller, but as we make it to Unica, do you want to explain her? And hopefully I don't mess it up repeatedly.
Yeah, I would love to explain Unica. Unica is my favorite trick in this whole fight, or this whole game. Essentially, you kind of saw her earlier. She's like a android with a robot arm, and is like one of the last boss, like last humanoid boss in this game. And we have kind of a quick pill in order to deal with her. It's very precise, and there's many different variants to it. We've been working on it, and I think Rain has a pretty good idea with this. But to explain this part a little bit more, it's kind of an auto-scroller. There's things you can do in order to speed it up. Essentially, the orb itself is the new antagonist of the whole thing. Essentially, the government has been messing around with Nevi and trying to turn it into a weapon itself. And essentially, it is going haywire. It's blowing everything up and attracting Nevi to it. We can make it move faster on its track by killing enemies faster. So we can skip missiles and whatnot. Soon he's gonna pick up stasis orbs and try to throw it at things that we call spinies, the little expanding spiky thingies. And that will skip a cycle and allow us to get to the next spot faster.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I literally paused right as I got it.
Nice. We get some health. We get some. Yeah.
But yeah, this is the orb. Fun fact: one of the policemen.
It might be a little bit dangerous a little bit later.
Yeah, one of the policemen that we saved, in the middle of a run, was actually on top of this orb. You can actually see it pretty early. I don't think I need health for Unica. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely focus up for Unica.
Yeah. Here we go. I believe.
I'm gonna give it 3 tries.
Yeah, we need her to go into a specific area. So we gotta hit her on the left side of her in order to make her go somewhere. I believe. Stay safe. I'll explain after. Running neutral triangle.
Nice.
Yes! Oh my god. Let's go, let's go. Okay, to explain that, that is called Quick Unica. Essentially, we time spiral in a cutscene at the same time, and they don't like to interact well with each other, and it basically just annihilates Unica immediately. There's many different variants, and we have to react to it. Move is the most consistent one, and I'm very happy Rain was able to land that. Let's go Quick Unica. But the problem with Quick Unica is it's technically faster, but it makes the rest of this fight very scary. The boss is wildly dangerous and angry at you and can one-shot you at any point. So the concentration still needs to be there. But right now we're on a timer. Essentially, the boss is going to run around trying to destroy the city, and it's up to us, the superhero, to stop it. When it does the shaking thing, it'll do a giant explosion that will basically one-shot us, so we have to respect it. And then once we have an opportunity, we have to get in there and try to do as much damage as we can with double kicks.
That was pretty good.
Good stuff.
Like 2 cycle.
Stuff.
I've actually died to that explosion with like level 3 health before.
Yeah, it's incredibly dangerous. Now we're on to the second phase. Essentially, we'll float around with 3 more orbs that we need to destroy. But this time we'll have backup that have Nebia around it. And you can do random stuff like that. And we have to pick apart at this. This is still a very dangerous area. A lot of bullets could fly around. And big orb thing like to be big orb in spin. But he's doing a really good job controlling right now. Oh god.
That is a big spiny.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh, please don't pop.
Ooh, that was such a good kick. Oh my god, that was satisfying. That was a quad kick.
That was a nice kick there.
So here we're basically just going to be waiting. I need to get rid of my special gauge in a bit, but you have time for like 5 donations.
All right. Well, I do again want to make sure that we are putting our donations towards that all levels showcase. We are just under 3,000 at $2,980.10 out of that $5,000 goal, and that run is coming up next. So keep that in mind when you are putting your donations in. We have some more puns that came in. We have $50 from Inquiry. What does an astronaut say when they're suddenly no longer weightless? Oh, geez.
Oh my god. That would burn.
We have another $50 from Grinsvogel. I love watching GDQ again. It just amazes me how video games can bring people together from all ways of life for a good cause. Like some invisible force that pulls everything in. Can't think of a name for it though. But great run.
Thank you. I'm going to let this... We specifically haven't went into the story because I want this cutscene to play it out and just speak for itself on what's going on. Yeah. Yup. This is happening.
That's a
Exactly why is the question. But now we're... the anemone, the orb, is essentially in his last legs, and we are going to end it.
Yeah, this is also, like, out of all the enemies in the game, a very interesting thing. You have to do very, like, timed kicks in order to make, to do, like, damage to this fight. You can't just do the usual rapid Yeah. There's a way to like one cycle it here if you're.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're going. But you just need the time kicks, I believe.
Okay, so get ready on time.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another Raven cycle.
Yeah, so that's what I meant. For some reason, even if you're doing slow kicks, it absorbs the blow. So you have to do like weird timing glitches or real weird timing kicks. But with Unica, okay. No, that's not.
Oh my god, and it would sucker punch me. But time will be when I press triangle on the next cutscene after I break this health bar.
I hope he doesn't get stuck in the.
Oh
tower.
no. Okay.
No, I believe he will go through.
Maybe. Hello.
Oh,
Oh, it's trying.
I think you need to fly it up a little bit more so it doesn't. Yeah.
Man, it's definitely marathon luck. Never happened before.
Where is some?
Oh my god, where are you going?
Yeah, you got this. You got this. Hey, I think this is enough.
Hello? Oh my god. All right.
Oh my god.
Okay, get ready on time. And time.
Okay.
Oh, a little bit over estimate. Oh, 5 seconds? That's not bad. But yeah, that was Gravity Rush 2. I hope you play this game. It's such a unique game. I like the story is so good. Gravity Rush 2 is so good. The visuals are extremely unique. The language, everything about this game is so good. But yeah, we give them their just desserts. Again, shout outs to Gravity Rush Discord. Yay, we broke it. They really love this game. Shout outs to Bastion, she couldn't be here. Shout outs to my wife, who's probably knocked out in the hotel room right now. I'm gonna go knock out after this. But yeah, that's it for me. If you want to check out Armored Core, I also run a Super Metroid, and I'm probably looking into like Titanfall 2 next, maybe. But that's definitely it for me.
Yeah, if you're interested in running Gravity Rush, the Discord is open. You can go to speedrun.com and check it out. We're real friendly. Thanks for having us on this cool event. And yeah, the gravity puns are funny. Let's go.
Well done, Rain, on that